Lesson 7. Past continuous tense. Conversation intro.
Hi everybody, I am Teacher Vlad and the most beautiful and the most effective speaking training system, Beautiful English. Everyone who wants to speak English fluently and correctly should learn speaking English with Beautiful English. Today you will watch a dialogue in which teacher John and his student Nick will talk about an accident that happened in the university. In the dialogue, Nick says, "I saw her talking on her phone." It is so-called object clause. We use it when we want to say that we saw or heard somebody who did something or was doing something. Actually, we can say, "I saw that she was talking on her phone." However, you should know that English is the language that always tries to minimize the number of words in a sentence. That is why a Britisher would say, "I saw her talking on her phone." We see that the personal pronoun she stays after the verb, so. Since it stays after a verb, it is an object. Since it is an object, it should be in the object case, her. The second verb is in a continuous form because we are talking about an event that was unfolding at a certain time or during a certain period of time in the past. Actually, the second verb can be also in a simple form. It depends on whether you saw a completed event or an uncompleted one. If you saw someone on the other side of the street, you can say, "I saw him cross the street." However, if you saw someone in the process of crossing the street, you should say, "I saw him crossing the street." What form to choose depends on the situation. Both my students and many English learners have difficulties with verbs to talk, to speak, to say, and to tell. Let's have a look what the difference is between these verbs. The verb to talk shows the physical, natural ability of human beings to make words and sentences and use them to communicate with each other. Humans can talk, but animals can't talk. Then the verb to talk can be used either with the preposition to, talk to, or with the preposition with, talk with. The difference is that the preposition to sounds more formal than the preposition with. The preposition to can be used when, let's say, a boss is talking to a worker. "Jason, I want to talk to you about your inappropriate behavior at the last party." The preposition with can be used when we talk with someone who is equal to us by rank or by position, or when we talk with a friend. "I always see Sarah talking with Jason at lunch." Are they dating? The verb to talk can be also used without a preposition. "I hope I can meet you to talk about our plans for the evening." The verb to speak also shows the physical or natural ability to use words and sentences while speaking. She can speak English. We also use the verb to speak when someone speaks alone while presentation, delivering a lecture, and so on. Dr. Foster will speak about the history of the country. She spoke about the importance of having a good diet. To understand and to remember the difference between to talk and to speak, just remember that we use the verb to talk when more than one person is involved. "I hope I can meet you to talk about our plans for the evening." And we use the verb to speak when someone speaks alone. "She speaks English very well." Other verbs we will talk about are to say and to tell. We use the verb to say mainly in direct speech. "Hello," he said. We can also use the verb to say in indirect speech. "She said that she didn't want to tell him about her problems." Here, the verb to say shows that she makes a single statement that she doesn't want to tell a story about her problems. The verb to tell plus indirect object plus to is used to ask someone or to order someone to do something. Compare two sentences. "She told him they were going on holiday," and "she told him to come back the next day." In the first sentence, she just informs him that they are going on holiday. In the second one, she asked him or she ordered him to come back the next day. Some more examples. Tell me the truth. Demand, order. You told a very interesting story. Telling a story. In order to summarize the learning material of this intro lesson and to remember it better, let's have a look at these slides. To talk and to speak. To talk. Humans' ability to communicate with each other. Two or more people are involved. Humans can talk. Talk to, talk with. Talk to, it is when a boss, for example, talks to his worker. Jason, I would like to talk to you about your bad behavior. Talk with, it is when we talk, for example, with friends. I always see Sarah talking with Jason at lunch. We use the verb to speak when one person is involved. He can speak English. He will speak about his invention. To say and to tell. We use the verb to say to make a single statement. One person is involved. Hello, she said. He said that he knew her. We use the verb to tell when more than one person are involved. We can use the verb to tell in relation with telling a story or relating information or order to other people. Tell me the truth, Jason. She told him they were going on holiday. Information. Or she told him to come back the next day. Order. Look at the slides one more time and try to understand and remember how to use all the above mentioned verbs correctly. To absorb all the learning material properly and be able to use it while speaking, do all the exercises and watch the video several times. Try to write down the dialogue, watch again, and repeat everything teacher John and his student Nick say. If you have any difficulties with understanding the dialogue, watch the dialogue transcript, write down all the unknown words, and memorize them. Stay with us and continue to learn speaking English with beautiful English. In the next lesson, we will learn the past perfect tense and will practice speaking with my beautiful and very effective speaking simulators. Don't forget to subscribe to the mailing list and to my YouTube channel. Like, dislike, and comment everything you learn with my lessons and courses. Good luck and all the best. See you in the next lesson.
Speaking exercise 1. Look, listen, and repeat. I saw her kissing him. She noticed him looking at her. They heard a teacher telling them to sit down. She saw him standing in a shadow. I saw an airplane landing. He heard her singing beautifully. Humans can talk. Can you speak English? She said that she wanted to go to America. She told him they were going to have a baby. Will you speak about your invention in your presentation? Can we talk about our plans for tomorrow? She said that she didn't want eating durian. The teacher told them to finish their homework the next day. Speaking exercise 2. Look, make sentences in indirect speech and pronounce them in poses. Then listen and check if your sentences are correct. I saw her kissing him. She noticed him looking at her. They heard a teacher telling them to sit down. She saw him standing in a shadow. I saw an airplane landing. He heard her singing beautifully. Humans can talk. Can you speak English? She said that she wanted to go to America. She told him they were going to have a baby. Will you speak about your invention in your presentation? Can we talk about our plans for tomorrow? She said that she didn't want eating durian. The teacher told them to finish their homework the next day. Speaking exercise 3. Watch the dialogue and try to understand what teacher John and his student Nick are talking about. Then listen again and try to repeat after them.